Three, two, one.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, CB Beyond presenting you Epi 4 of the 2023 podcast season for LRP, aka the Lover Podcast. We got Nikki, producer Double Clicks in the top left, Conrad's College Football Corner, Peter Buns Bosco in the bottom middle. Boys, how are we doing officially in the thick of the beginning portion of the football season? The mornings are a little bit colder.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful up here. It was a great day these past 2 days. Cool, crisp, about like 60, 65 in the morning, slight breeze, warmed up to about 70, 75 in the afternoon. I mean, this is peak fall. This is the peak weather. If I could have this weather every day for the rest of my life, I would. I'm feeling great.
Right here, right now, down here, Conrad, it's like 80 degrees, middle of the day, like at its hottest, 82, 85. In the mornings, it's low 60s, mid 60s, low 70s. It's
love that.
You know who I know is loving this is the big fella.
Oh, there is. We're officially done with 2 gloves on the golf course. We're not going to be sweating through our gloves anymore. We're getting into sweatshirt shorts weather, which is my favorite time of the year. Just a
best time of the year.
Crew sweatshirt and some shorts. And we're not sweating through multiple shirts a day. It's a big deal for me.
When we have like golf outings, Conrad, in like November or something, like you just see like if I like I'll be looking back on old videos and I know it's wintertime when everyone is in like 3/4 zips, winter hats, and Nick is just in a polo and gym shorts.
Yeah, I was gonna say t-shirt and shorts.
The big man loves it. But yeah, man, it's officially football time, football weather, fall is here. The Carolina Panthers had their first Monday night football game in who knows how long this past Monday, averaging about half a primetime game a season this year. They get the one Thursday night game, maybe. And dude, and let me tell you, the one time we have a Monday night football game, of course, I got the hour commute back from work. So I was like, I'm just gonna hang out. Game's at 7. I get home at 6, just watch on TV, whatever. No big deal. Of course, the day before I'm at Harris Teeter. I never rip the self-checkout line. I never rip it. I always go register, old school, paper or plastic. I never do the self-checkout. You know what? I got a few items. Let me do self-checkout. I do cash back $20 and the machine just like stopped working. Just like went pitch black on me. I call over the lady. I got my siren above my register going crazy. I'm like, I'm not stealing. Call this lady over. She's like, oh, like I can't get in the machine. She calls another manager over. I can't get in. Let's call the general manager. I'm like, it's fucking $20. And someone just like give me $20. Like, what are we doing?
Pull it out of the register. Like I have the receipt.
Right. So apparently this guy comes over. Yeah, we got to count the register tonight. Make sure we got your transaction. I should have thought to pull my mobile banking to show that I got it taken out. So what the fuck? But I'm like, whatever. Yeah. So we got to count the register tonight, and we'll let you know tomorrow morning, like what's going on. I'm like, all right, fucking whatever.
It's $20 at that point.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's what I should have done because it's on the whole other end of Charlotte, north of the city. I go grab this $20 after work. I don't get home until like right at kickoff. Dealing with it took as long for me to get home from the teeter to my house as it was from work to the teeter. It was fucking miserable. Fucking all from this fucking self-checkout. And another thing, I get on the highway. Conrad, do school buses up north? Do I forget or do they do this too? Do school buses on the interstate and highway rip the left lane in Philadelphia?
Dude, I shit you not. A school bus tried to cut in front of me the other day, and I just fucking I cut them right back off. I don't know what it is, why they think they deserve to be in the. There were no kids on board, but I don't know why they think they need to be in the left fucking lane.
Oh, dude,
stay your ass in the right lane. You're slow as fuck. Get out of my way.
It's insane. It's insane. I looked it up. Today too, and there's multiple lookups too. I'm not the only one, and there's one from Charlotte. Like, have you noticed a school bus flying over that left lane? Is it a rule? Is it a law? Why are they doing it? No law, no rhyme or reason. It's for apparently when they're hopping off an exit, they don't have to merge into traffic. I can count on my hands how many times I've gotten off on the left side of a highway in my entire life.
Yes.
What exits on the left side of the highway?
It has to be like the exit at the very end of the fucking highway or something, wherever the bus depot. I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah, that's so I'm dealing with this fucking conundrum of getting this $20 that wasn't even fucking worth it. I hop on 77. I'm trying to go over the left lane, and this school bus is fucking Vin Diesel and me Fast and Furious. I was freaking the fuck out. I'm like, and I knew it too, because I'm like, watch him. He's gonna go in the left lane. He's gonna fly that left lane. Here he goes. And he puts the hazards on. I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
Get in the left lane, immediately slow down too. Like,
oh yeah.
drives me up a wall, and it got me thinking about a bunch of stuff, that self-checkout, and how I fucking hate it, and this fucking new shit that's fucking going, the new wave of technology, fucking the new way of doing things. Me personally, I like calling in for a reservation. I guess no one does that anymore either. You go to call a place to place a dinner reservation. Just go on our app. Get on our app. Like, I'm talking to you right now.
Why can't you just
put
input
me
it on the
down?
app right now? Yeah.
No, it goes through our system, which is controlled by our app. I don't touch our system. So what the fuck? You just sit there as a fucking host with your thumb up your ass until fucking Betty comes in with the girl he's fucking cheating on his wife with and bring him to their table? That's your job now as a hostess? You give him some menus. You can't even take phone calls, dude. That to me,
what does this world come to?
That and the register. Like, I just got done working. I don't want to check out 30 fucking items. If you have 5 items, sure. But you know what? Maybe I want to say, how was your day? Paper or plastic, whatever's best for you. Oh my God, a crazy deal on steak today. Want me to help you bag it?
A little human interaction, never goes a long way. I mean, fuck, is that too much to ask for just for asking someone to do their fucking job?
And I remember Sunday too, I got like asparagus, and having to like look for it and weigh it. You would have thought I had the biggest inconvenience of the week. I was so pissed off. Oh man, but dude,
you could hear Johnny tapping that board all throughout the store. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, he's just raising his hand like he's in elementary school. Like, what's the code? What's the code?
That's honestly what it feels like. Fucking, you're in like elementary school, and fucking, it's like, who can get done fastest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are like that.
I had to hit you boys up about what I was gonna be coming into this pod with, and it sounds like you guys got turning on the same topic too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I got a couple things here, Nick. I don't know what kind of list do you have, because I have like 2 kind of separate lists, like a normal list and then a little bit of a dirty list.
I've got like 6 things that I've typed out here on my sticky notes. Some that are serious and some that are less serious.
Nikki, start us up. I want to hear what you got.
Okay. Starting off, job applications. I don't know if anybody's had to look for a job recently. You used to be able to just walk into a place with a paper resume and be like, "Hey, I want a job. I want to work here." And somebody'd be like, "All right, let's sit down, see if you're qualified." Now you got to go to some online platform, fill out your entire life history, and none of it carries over. So you're filling out 100 of them every day looking for a new job. Bullshit.
Oh my God. And when it says paste your resume, and then you have to input every single thing that's on your resume into the text box.
Again.
That's a good one, dude. That is so good.
The good ones from that though is like Indeed. You're like, when you're like applying for jobs, you just apply, like I'm applying for like like a landscaping fucking like manager or something. It just apply with Indeed resume, click next job. Ooh, radiologist assistant, apply with Indeed resume, next job. I just fucking
right. But a lot of places aren't even on that shit too. So that's right.
And also, are you gonna get a job that you're really looking for by just doing a one-click fucking take one click all?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to work as a landscaping manager, nothing wrong with that. But
Nikki,
before you get looking for it,
before you get to the second one, Nikki, it's like when everyone's had a job search at least once in their life, and you're telling your mom, like, how was your day? Like, oh, I applied to like 20 jobs. She's like, oh my God, that's awesome. It took me like 5 minutes. It was 20 clicks. But like,
yeah. You're like, I've been slaving away, I've been really putting in the effort today.
What do you got? What else you got on that list? Big fella.
This one's just all encompassing manufacturing. The quality of cars, furniture, clothing, toys, literally everything is made to be disposable. Nothing lasts. That's why all these boomers are buying like toys that they had when they were kids and paying thousands of dollars for them, because they were actually made to last, made to use, made to stay around. Everything now is just like, just throw it away. Don't worry about it.
And not to, I mean, you keep dropping. This is another good one. Another good one, Nick, because now we got something to say on this. So you know how we see like a 1969 Mustang or, whatever the fuck, Camaro, and you're like, damn, that car it's still got it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think's going to happen in 2052? There'll be like a 2007 Civic and be like, man, that thing's still special. Or does it get worse? Are they going, what the fuck was that type of period like? Like, that's something I think about sometimes.
No, I mean, classic car, like a car becomes a classic automatically after 25 years. and now the classic car is going to be like the Nissan Skyline from Too Fast, Too Furious is what you can buy now. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Nobody's going to drop $100,000 on a Nissan. It's unbelievable. So,
car phones would have been electric. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm on my phone constantly. Fucking, I don't even want to look at my screen time, but to have a car phone, that would have been sick. Just calling the boys.
Oh yeah,
hey boys, I got the keg.
1997 in our blue minivan. My mom had a car phone. She was calling every single one of her friends. Like, yeah, we're on the move. We're on the move. I'm calling you from the car.
Hey, Stacy, on the way to the grocery store, just calling you from my car phone. Just flexing on everybody.
I could see if Nick back in that day, he has one, but the wire's like way too long, so it gets like tangled around him while he's driving.
He's like fighting the wire the whole time.
Number 3 on the list, Nikki.
All right, number 3. This one is also covers a couple of different things, but a one-time price versus a subscription. Like Microsoft Word, Excel, you got to pay every year. You can't just buy it and have it forever. You got to update it every year. We're talking video games. You got to buy the expansion pack. You got to, if you want everything, you got to pay nickel and dime, $10, $15, $20. Bullshit. Give me what I paid for. Video games used to be $60 and it would last you the entire year. Now you got to upgrade 5 different times and you're paying $300 for a video game.
Got to get a new console, new controllers, and that's the same. I feel like that loops in with your last one. Nothing's built to last anymore. I mean, it's just they want to take and take and take. It's insane. You just got.
I mean, the charger, the phone charger, is still the craziest move of all time. And it went from a thick charger to the mini charger, then the headphones too. Like
then the USB to the C port or whatever it is.
What's up with the consoles though? Like, explain to me, because I haven't had the last console I had was an Xbox 360. My brother had the PS4, so like I would play every now and again with him, like a couple of years ago, or whatever. But like I haven't been constantly in the console game. Like, is there any difference between PS4 and PS5?
Yeah, big time. Like you can't
really.
You can't,
yeah, well, that's a big jump there.
It's like, a huge
jump. Really,
Xbox One is big, and then like PS4 to PS5 was big.
The 360 was all time. But what is it? What does Xbox have right now?
Xbox has the X series. It's a rectangular box. Basically, there's no more disk drives. Everything is digital. And then eventually they're going to cloud gaming where it's like most of the game is going to be rendered in a online cloud and then only your person is going to be rendered. It's a bunch of tech shit, but like just know that so
there's a difference, right? So there's a difference.
But it's too much, bro. It's too much.
But you know what? Like the Xbox 360. Remember, like the Ring of Death as a kid. You're just like, no.
My heart dropped the first time I saw the Ring of Death, dude. I think it was over the summer too, where you're just gaming all night with your boys. Yep. Halo 3.
Oh my god, dude! I would get like a case of like Coca-Cola and a huge family size thing of Doritos. Go downstairs, my little rocking gaming chair, Call of Duty Black Ops, dude. Those you get a chat with like 5 to 10 of your boys, and then like when you get into the lobby chat waiting for a game, it's just a war zone.
War zone. Oh my god.
Oh my god! I used to fucking live for those nights, man. But the subscription thing, Nikki, the subscription thing, I got another input on this. Keep feeding me, big fella. Just give me the ball in the paint. DoorDash. What the fuck is going on? So this past weekend on Saturday, I couldn't really drive, being smart. So instead of going to drive and get food, I'm DoorDashing everything. You got to do a DoorDash charge, a Dasher delivery fee, a Dasher tip on my own, plus like tax. No one, I can't call a Chinese place and place an order and have them bring their own people to me. It's going through DoorDash, which, by the way, the DoorDash Express, another subscription you got to pay monthly. Yep. What the fuck happened to calling a place? They have their own delivery people. Now I got to trust some random fucking DoorDash jabroni's going to fucking go pick my food up on time, not dilly-dally, not fucking stop at the gas station. Like, that subscription to me is crazy too.
You know how many times a bag of food will show up to my house just reeking of cigarettes. It's just the DoorDash worker just absolutely ripping through darts in his car, bringing it to my front door, and I open it up, and it's just a cheesy gordita crunch with a whole bunch of ashes in it.
Dude, it's crazy. Like if I
It's
order
insane.
If I order a big kahuna from Jersey Mike's drinking chips, it's $40 on DoorDash.
That's what the upcharge and then everything piled on top turns a basic like $15-$20 meal. Double it every single time.
Double it. You go to the store, it's $20. You DoorDash, it's 40, which is fucking. If they had their own delivery
highway
people,
robbery.
Yeah, if they have their own delivery people at max, it's $10 more at max.
At max, and that money goes straight in that person's pocket too.
Right.
And by the way, talk about an all-time job as a high school kid, pizza delivery driving. Are you kidding me? Like, is that even still going on? I bet it's still going on in the smaller towns, but definitely not the cities anymore.
No, not the cities. My hometown, all my friends used to be Chinese food delivery drivers. Viku, Asian cuisine, shout out, best fucking Asian cuisine you'll ever have.
You want to hear an epic an epic pizza delivery store? I remember one time I was so stoned on this one delivery back in high school, and I'm trying to read the address on the slip, and I had to drive back. I drive back to the to my pizzeria, and I'm like, guys, what fucking address is this? And they're like, 2 liter of Pepsi, but it was like the wording was kind of spaced out weird. I'm like, 2L Pepsi Road? What the fuck is like Peppy Road? That just
looked at you. I would have loved to see their faces when you said that.
I'll never forget my boss just goes, it kills brain cells, John. Kills brain cells. I don't know why I remember that. I don't know why I remember that little nugget, but It is with number 4 on the list, Nikki.
All right, number 4.
You still get the Conrad too. I'm excited. I like this.
This is awesome.
I feel like a hot chick just getting compliments left and right. Keep them coming, boys.
I've heard this debate pop up now and again, and it seems like more people are on my side on this. We have too many options when it comes to streaming. We have Peacock, we have Amazon Prime, we have Netflix, we have Hulu. Old-fashioned movie night where you go to a Blockbuster and your family picked out a movie and you sat down and watched that movie. It didn't matter if it was the worst movie you'd ever seen or the best movie you'd ever seen. You watch it start to finish as a family, and everyone. We have a long-standing joke in our family. My youngest sister got to pick out a video one time. It was her time to pick it out. It was Master P made a video or a movie that must have cost $100 to make. It was literally the worst acting and the worst budgeted film I've ever seen in my life, and we still talk about it to this day. But old-fashioned movie night where you pick one movie and everybody watches it. Go.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say on top of that. Just going to Blockbuster with the fam, the whole squad, and you watch that movie maybe 20 times that weekend because it's the only movie you rent for that weekend. You're just constantly on rerun. I mean, God, it's just nostalgia is what it is. It's just technology. Bring back cable. Bring back VHS, DVDs. Bring me back to like the 80s.
There used to be one right by my house. It wasn't a Blockbuster, but it was like a local Blockbuster, like Video and Go or something like that. But like fucking dude, and then like I only had like that was when I was like really young. But then like Comcast On Demand was like that was like the movie night. All right, we're gonna do Comcast On Demand. We're gonna buy one movie for $3.99. God forbid your 10-year-old self like rented a movie for $3. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who bought a movie? I'm like, fuck. Like, gee, I just want. It's like Gladiator. I'm 11 years old. Parental. the parental code comes on. But yeah, that was a thing though. Yeah, man. It would be like once a month on like a Friday night or Saturday night or something. Family get together, watch a movie, whether it was good or bad. Like, yeah, you had no idea half the time. Like Comcast On Demand had that like selection watching like movies that are in theaters now. You're like, oh, shit, I can watch these movies that are out now. No, it's like indie films that are at fucking like the Cannes Festival.
God, the old school Comcast fucking On Demand.
Oh,
everything's just hitting. It's hitting all the nostalgia for me right now.
That was an OG clicker too. That old school Comcast one.
Oh my God,
Mickey, what else you got?
All right, I've got 2 quick ones. This one might not go over well with a couple of Northerners here, but my Southern hospitality, manners. please and thank you never get said anymore. Sir and ma'am, get the fuck out of here if you're not saying it.
What was that shot?
Yeah, what the fuck? You think we
I got a take
I
on
think
this.
all Northerners are assholes? Yeah, I do.
I got a very good take on this, and Conrad will agree with me 100%. Southern hospitality, it can kind of be a fucking insult. Like if someone's over nice, I'm like, all right, buddy, what's your fucking problem? I just fucking met you. Like, are you fucking making fun of me? Like, what the fuck? Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
And then you know what that turns into? You know what that turns into is, oh, like that was so cute what he did the game last night. Leave. Oh my God, they're a train wreck. They're an absolute mess. So
yeah, the second they leave,
went up north.
Shit talking.
Yeah, went up north. It's like, what the fuck happened to Jimmy last night? He fucking cost us the game. It's like, yeah, no, I gave him shit for it. Like, all right, buddy leaves. Anyways, so fucking that got cool. Yeah, exactly. Right. The over nice, it can kind of be an insult. And by the way, I've now fucking turned into the wave guy. I've been telling people this for years. I'm now a waver. I see anybody, I wave. If you see me on my front stoop, if you could see what I go for waves, I probably go 1 for 12 a night with waves. People walking by, people driving in. And now I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't this. You guys made me this. And now I'm getting no love in return.
John,
what do you think about that take, Con? What do you think about that take, Conrad?
Yeah, I'm with that, dude. I'm up here, especially up here in Philly. It's crazy. I'm walking the dog. I'm like walking past people. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Like, give them head nods, everything. And then people just mean mug walk right by. Where is the hospitality, dude? What happened to just common decency? What happened to just looking someone in the eye for once? No, I'm right there with you, Johnny. It's appalling.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not I don't want people to be dickheads to each other, but it's just like, hey, what's going on, buddy? Hey, how you doing? Like, yeah, nothing crazy. Instead of, hey, like, what's that shirt? Is that polyester? Oh, it's from Thailand? My son's in Thailand, right? I don't give a fuck. Just say hello.
Just take my
How's
order.
Your day going? Yeah, like fucking that's another thing about Southern hospitality, Nikki. The small talk, like that's one thing I've noticed. I noticed in college, dude, big time. The conversations where you're gonna get nothing out of, especially like a random dude at a party, like try to start making small talk. I'm like, dude, like I'm like I could care less. Like I'm here for something else. Like I could care less about your fantasy football team. Like I don't fucking know you. Like those conversations that mean nothing, I'm growing zero patience for.
I couldn't tell you the amount of times where I look at somebody, I'm like, dude, honestly, I don't care. Like I don't give a fuck.
That comes with the territory. So you're grown up in the system where you're saying hello to everybody, but then you got to have your outs. You got to have your presets. Like, oh, hey man, like, hey, I'm not trying to be rude. I got to take a call. I got to, my doorbell's ringing. We're 30 miles from home. I can hear it. Like, you got to have your outs on every conversation. Not rude. They know.
Those sound like slaps in the
could
face,
be an
though.
insult. Again, could be an insult. Again.
Oh, my doorbell's ringing. I'm 30 miles away. What the fuck is that? I'd rather you just punch me in the face, dude. What the fuck?
Come to think about it, I've never, before you get to that last one, Nikki, I've never gotten dude, honestly, I could care less right now. If I got that, I think I would break down laughing. Like, yeah, you're right. Good call. Good talking about.
But yeah, people in the South will just be like, dude, what the fuck? Why doesn't he like me? I'm like, dude, I don't, like you said,
that's crazy,
talk
man.
About your fantasy fucking football team right now.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. What's the last one you got, Nicholas?
Last one I had to throw one that's controversial on here. Got to do it. Since the beginning of time, 2 genders. Where did that go? We've had a structure.
All right, Conrad up next. Conrad up next.
That is not at all where I thought that was going.
Not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Conrad, what else do you got? It might be a little controversial.
Yeah.
Conrad, what do you got?
Cut that. All right, mine were nothing like Nick's. I'm just going to start off by saying that. Nothing like his at all, but I'll start off slow.
Transparency.
I'll start off slow. First, not the first one. This is like 8 down on my list. Baseball before they started testing for steroids. Bring back the fucking juice heads. Bring back the meatheads. Let them hit dingers nonstop. What's not to love?
I've always said this. The Olympics need to let everyone juice. Let's see how fast a human can run. Let's see how far a human being can hit a baseball, throw a football, hit a golf club. Let everyone juice. If you don't want to juice and you get left behind, too fucking bad. Like, let's make sports. If it's entertainment, let it be entertaining.
Or just have a league that's strictly steroid driven. Like if you want to do it at like, normal way, that's fine. If you want to do the roided way, do that.
Let the market decide what's more entertaining to watch. And if that league takes off, it goes back to the weakness of football right now is every big hit is a flag. I want to see people Damar Hamlin in the middle of the field.
That Mark McGwire 99 Fenway Park All-Star home run derby is with Berman just orgasming at every crack of the bat. Dude, like literally that home run derby, you could go to Lansdowne Street and you're gonna see 30 balls in the pitch black just coming flying at you.
Exactly,
like
dude,
you're taking bombs in the Civil War. I didn't even think about that till just now. You're in the pitch black street, relying on one street light to show you where these fucking baseballs are coming. But dude, no, I'm right there with you on that, Conrad. Like I'll never forget. My old man told me going to play Division III lacrosse. Son, I'll pay for your first year tuition. Just don't get to go pregnant. Don't get a tattoo. Don't do steroids. I'm like, all right, Dad, no problem, but don't do steroids. I'm not going to play football at Florida State. I'm going to play Division III lacrosse. And like, you know what? If you have a chance to make millions of dollars and that's the route you want to go, if you want to say, fuck my body, take 20 years off it, fuck my balls, whatever, if that's going to make you more millions of dollars, that's not the worst investment in the fucking world. I mean, shit, make it be their own decision. But at the same point in time, it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like with MLB, the way they crack down on it, they could have turned to fucking cheat. They could have turned to cheat, but they take Clemens to court for fucking years, McGuire, all these guys to court. If you just hand out suspensions or something or whatever.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a sport that fucking got to a very high level in the early 2000s. And now at the game clock, the pitch clock, like, I don't know. They put themselves in a weird spot, but I like the start, Conrad. I like the start.
So that one I had gambling, same thing, like physical. You either have like a bookie or you go to a casino, you put in a bet slip, you have a physical slip, chips, shit like that. And everything's fucking online, dude. Just back to human interaction. No human interaction there. I don't think we really have to dwell on that. I mean, we're all gamblers. There's nothing better than holding that fucking slip in your hand, checking off the winners, and then going and walking out with some cash.
Yeah, nothing to dwell on, but having that paper ticket in your hand. It's a good feeling.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And it's that special kind of paper. It's not like it's like got the coating on it. It's crisp. You can fold it once, put it in your wallet.
Perfect. Hitting a phone booth in like the pouring rain to like place a bet in. Fucking, it must have been nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Or you get in like a little envelope of cash at the beginning of every week whenever the bookie pays out. Shit like that. Social media, obviously everyone's walking around with their faces in their phone these days. I'm sick of it, dude. You can't make eye contact with one person to save your life. Everyone's just always down. This. You look around in a room of all your friends, 95% of people there are just in their phones constantly. Get off your fucking phones, dude. Pick your fucking heads up.
I try to alpha that too, Conrad, in some situations. Like when you're in a situation where people are going to pull their phone out. You're in like a group of people and a flight gets delayed or something like that. We're with a group of people and you have to wait and you look at everyone on their phone. I'm like, I'm not doing it. Just gonna look around and be like, I'm so much better than all of you guys. What is everybody doing? You guys ever have a situation like that where like everyone's on their phone? You're like, I'm not gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna fucking just chill here. Then like 30 seconds goes by. I'm like, fuck this.
Oh, nothing frustrates me more than being at dinner at a restaurant with people and then after the waitress comes and takes like your drink order, immediately phone out, like looking at shit like, hey guys, we're here together. Can we like talk? It's so frustrating. Put it in your pocket, put it on silent. It's not going to ruin your day to miss a couple of text messages.
Right. I'm the same way. I've tried to make everyone put their phones in the middle. I'm like, if someone picks their phone up out of the pile, I just shame them. Shame.
Conrad's going around with his Deion Sanders cowboy hat upside down, collecting phones.
Put your fucking phones in a hat. I'm not having none of it.
Give me your phone. He's like Michael Cera, and this is the end. Empty your pockets.
All right, exactly. You want me next one? Let's just go on to the next one.
Yeah,
that one's too easy. All right. Here's where we get a little frisky. Here's where we get a little hairy. This first
Bring them out.
First one that I have written down, vibrators. Keep them on the 1-speed classic function. We don't need the 12-speed in and out, all that bullshit. It's insane. These girls out here, they don't need a man. They're just they're just DJing themselves with these dildos 24/7. And they're like, oh, I don't need a man, I don't need this, I don't need that. It's insane, dude. It's insane.
Is this from like what you're watching, or is this like she's pulling it out and it's
Dude, I'm just saying the shit has gotten out of hand. If you ever see what's out there, you go through a little sex store, you see what's on the shelves, you're like, what in the fuck is going on these days? It's simple.
There is no way that this is not personal, Conrad. You're going through your list and you're like social media.
Those ones were
all vibrators.
No, Nikki, all I'm thinking about is Conrad in bed with a chick and she gives him a vibrator to go double ski on her. And he just looks at this thing and goes at like 12 gears, like a mountain bike, when he just needs a one click. He just needs a one clicker.
Keep it simple, dude. Keep it simple.
Yeah, Conrad rolls over and she goes, all right, are you done? Just opens up her nightstand and just goes to town.
Which is just the craziest one to bring up, because it's like is that something that's going on like all the time? Like,
listen, it's more common than you think. It's more common than you think. I wouldn't say it's something that I've seen a bunch, but it's more common than you think. I'm doing this.
I'm happy. Oh my god, it gave me a little ab work.
All right,
I'm happy.
On the next one. On to the next one. Again, we're gonna stay
vibrators.
Here's things that used to be better before in the past, right? Anal. Why is everyone's doing it too much now? It's too common.
Just a crazy sequence. Just a crazy sequence right now.
It used to be cool back in the day. You're like, oh, dude, you did it. Like, that's crazy. No one will ever do it. Now everyone's doing it. OnlyFans, shoving shit up their ass. It's fucking. It's ridiculous. Again,
I got two things while Nikki's laughing off a hernia. Number one, poop hole's a loophole. Every dude that's with a Catholic schoolgirl knows that. Second off, is this like the porn you're watching, or is this from self-experience?
Listen, this was a brainstorm group here, all right? These are not all mine. This is a brainstorm group.
I love it. That's an epic sequence. Anal and vibrators stop changing.
If you did it back in the day, you used to be a savage. Now it's like, oh, you haven't like.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
It's getting out of hand. All right, you can agree on that.
No, that is true.
The last three I had. Oh no, here's one more. Smoking weed. The weed is just too fucking powerful these days. Bring back you take one hit, you're baked out of your mind for hours. It's too much. Bring back the mids. Keep it easy. Smoke a whole joint. Be fine.
Think we could do all that and then pound beers and go out and like have a good time, like no less than 5 years ago. Like, to me, I don't understand how it was done. Now it's like a couple of puffs and you're just like, I want to curl up in a ball. I'm gonna get really weird. You're
having like a heart attack.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I'm out on this one. Nikki, no drugs, can't do them anymore. Gives me.
It's too powerful.
All right.
Terrible anxiety.
All right. What a shot! Not like we're over here like Cheech and Chong. Maybe it's something every now and again. Maybe it's something we haven't done in years. Nikki, maybe drop an opinion. Don't straight edge us.
I'm telling you. I understand what he's saying.
Although it's been I know it has been a while for Nikki, but Nikki with the munchies nowadays would be fucking a wrecking ball.
My bank account couldn't handle it. My bank account could not handle the munchies.
It would be it's already wrecking ball. I mean, you got any more, Conrad?
Yeah, I got three more quick ones. These ones are easy, obviously. Or two more. Gas prices and the cost of buying a house these days. Just cheaper back in the day.
Yeah. I mean,
that's all I got right now.
I mean, yeah, everything really do with gas. One thing I saw up north, lobster roll when I was a kid, aka aka 26 when I was a kid. When I was in high school, they were $20, which was a lot. Now they're $40.
Yeah,
they got two back in the day.
Dude. It's ridiculous. Everything. Eggs are like $5 a carton. It's fucking sickening.
Turned 30 last year. And listening to all of my parents and all of their friends talking about how they bought their house for 20 G's in a 2 packs of raspberries is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard now. There are houses in Charlotte that are 1,000 square feet, built in 1964, going for $500,000.
It's
It's
insane.
who can afford it? I think I make a pretty good living. I can't afford to buy a house. It's crazy.
Well, boys, there's a couple of things. I thought that was great too, fellas. That was great. That was great at short notice. That was good. Got the gut moving on my end. But just to get into a couple of things right off the bat, there's been a theme going on.
Right off the bat, 45
theme going on with
minutes in.
football. I want to get to college football, but right now, just what I'm thinking about, there's been a theme. Monday Night Football. Rodgers goes down. Nick Chubb goes down. We can't even see the replay, which is just blasphemy. I feel like you can't show us the replay. We're grown enough to tell the kids to turn the other way when the replay comes on. You can't rob us of that. Number two, we're still going to find it on social media anyway. Number two, there's another theme. Mel Tucker last week with his, I think the rape allegations, sexual assault allegations, whatever they may have been. And now this week, are we going to break news, Conrad? Allen Williams, the Bears defensive coordinator, are saying we have a Jared from Subway situation on our hands. Do you want to break the news from LRP 9/22 Friday? What is his verdict?
His verdict is guilty, but he's not actually guilty. He's guilty. I think they're trying to get rid of him so he doesn't, so they don't give him that massive buyout. But again, listen, we take these allegations seriously. This is not a joke.
We take him seriously. Mel Tucker, we took seriously. We take this one seriously. And I'm just going to call it. We don't know what's going on right now. His house got raided by the FBI. Defensive coordinator Allen Williams is a pervert.
Is that confirmed?
Pedophile.
Is that confirmed? His house?
I don't know, but I'm going out on a limb. You just heard reported by LRP. The DC for the Bears, Allen Williams, is a pedophile, is a pervert. Just broke that news. I'm taking my shot. Those are the two themes I've seen. Injuries on Monday Night Football. Back-to-back perverts each week in football to start the season. And
update, he has resigned. He's off the team.
Wow.
He did the resignation today. I'm telling you, FBI rated it. That. And like people are saying on FBI rating, which I'm pretty sure is confirmed. And people are saying on Twitter, like I saw, like, well, it could be domestic violence or gambling or something. I'm like, dude, you don't get rated for any of those things. You get rated
what the fuck
for
is going on.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big story. I think it's gonna be a big story. So keep your eyes out, faithful. We're calling our shot, saying he's a pedophile. He may not be. I don't know, but FBI raids your house. I feel comfortable in the spot that we are in. And NFL boys, what's our takeaway from the first couple of weeks? We'll get to college football last, NFL right now. First couple of weeks, what I got to say. Honestly, I got nothing. Still too early. Nothing crazy to me right now.
It's too early. People are, there's every team's still getting in the groove.
Any betting trends? Any teams that have worked out the past couple of weeks? Any trends you guys have done that have worked out the past couple of weeks in NFL?
I think I may just bet against the Panthers every single week. They are horrific. I was live at the game. Shout out, got on the Jumbotron, had 50 people hit me up.
Nicky Jumbotron
flex. Ended up with a backdoor cover. I was calling it. I left with 2 minutes to go in the game. Didn't even see the last touchdown. I was with some Panther fans. They were not about it. They wanted to get out of there.
Big fans.
Yeah, big fans. So Bryce Young looked so bad.
Epic from that game. Nicky posts on his Snap story, like chirping Panther fans. Why you going? Why you leaving? It was always Saints -3. Loves Jersey Jerry's tagline. It was always Saints -3. He gets to my house and he's like, it was a push. What the fuck did I miss? He has all over his story. Second against Panthers, Saints -3. The Jumbotron incognito mode Snap was killing me. You had the glasses on, just ripping the jewel like you're in your backyard, just smoke going everywhere.
I did put on sunglasses. I had to do it again leaving the stadium because as many people texted me during the game that were at the game that were like, "Oh, I just saw you on the Jumbotron." That many people again were stopping me as I walked out of the stadium, like, "Oh, I saw you on there. And I was like, "Yeah, I know, I'm famous. Like, it is what it is."
I got a call from Corey Houston, Pete. And he was like, "Yeah." It's like, yo, are you at the game? No, Corey, the big fella. And he's like, yo, you at the game? I'm like, no, what's going on? I just saw Neckbeard get on the Jumbotron. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, dude, he just slammed his beer the Jumbotron. People were going nuts. And as he's saying that, I just hear da-ding, 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 da-ding. I'm getting blown up. Like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
That's fucking sick.
The backstory behind it, we're in the third row on the second section, and cameraman comes up, stands on the stairs. I am screaming at this guy, screaming at him, just already way too many beers deep, just like, hey, hey. He turns around, is videoing on the field, and then as soon as the play is over, just right.
Oh, Nikki, we lost audio, Nikki. You knocked out the microphone doing the turn.
Sorry. But as soon as play comes back, he just turns, puts the camera directly in my face, and zooms in. I can see the lens get tighter. So slam the beer, just give him a and everyone, oh man, it was unbelievable. This is the second game I've been to at Bank of America since I moved to Charlotte. Both games slammed a beer on the Jumbotron. We're 2 for 2, batting 1,000.
ECU and on this one, yeah.
We're gonna keep it rolling.
Yeah, another big trend to look for out there. Or you want to comment on that, Johnny?
No. What do you got, Conrad?
Anthony Richardson, when he's not concussed, to run in for a touchdown. I said it the last couple of weeks. I said Russian quarterbacks. Guess who else did it this week? Jalen Hurts. Guess who else did it? I don't think Justin Fields did because he is terrible. And neither did Lamar, I don't think. But Anthony Richardson, Jalen Hurts, simplify it. Parlay him anytime tutty every week. You'll come out on top. I promise you'll come out on top.
Yeah, no, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. All I was gonna say before you got into that was the big fella. I've had one situation like that with him at Queen Park Social, Queen Park South, whatever the fuck it is, Nick. And he was the life. I don't know how he's wearing the chunk from the Goonies like t-shirt, doing like the truffle shuffle. And fucking he finds himself in the middle of this dance circle. I'll never forget. Not that it matters, just saying what she looked like. This black chick comes into the circle with Nick and just
not that it matters.
Yeah, I'm just saying what she looked like. This black chick comes in the dance circle and it gets right in Nick's grill, and it's like, what's going on, big fella? What's going on? Nick turns her, throws her down, and just goes right in the back end. A couple of pumps.
That's an all-time video.
People are losing their mind. If you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. People are losing their mind. And then Nick, for like 20 minutes, is just girls are coming and going, and Nick is just giving them the 2-pump special as they fucking go on their way. We're leaving this place. You thought I was leaving with like Rick Ross, and I'm his only security personnel. People are like giving him beers. I'm like trying to get him in my small Nissan Altima. Like, get the fuck in. He's just peeking his head out. Oh, it was fucking epic.
I gotta set the stage here, Conrad. This is peak COVID. John is still a trainee on our account at work. Not supposed to be fraternizing with him outside of the office. But the curfew is 10 p.m. So we go after work and just slam as many drinks as we can before they make last call at 9:45. That all happened. That dance happened at like 8:30 p.m.
So fucking good, man. So good. That's so fucking good, man. That's what football season does to the boys. That's what it does to us. That's what it doesn't do to us. When it's not here, it leads us to fucking go balls to the wall whenever aspect we can. And when it is here, it just makes it that much more fun. Have you been to the Xfinity Center at all for any games on Sunday lately, Conrad? The 2 weeks
I was there. I was there on Thursday for their first home game. It was slam packed, dude. There's something about just being in a bar full of everyone rooting for the same team that is just like fucking. It's the best time. Everyone's getting drunk. It's a thirsty Thursday. I mean,
yeah, Thursday night.
That's just me. I'm like speechless about it because it's hard to put into words just how perfect it is. It's what I live for. Like this weather, everything, football. I'm picking winners. It's the best time of the year.
Yeah, the boys are hot. Before we get to college football, what I got in the NFL right now, from what I saw last week, is it's gonna be a weird season. I think the AFC and NFC, it's gonna be what it was last year. These top teams aren't gonna show their colors until November. but that's trusting that they will do that. And if they don't, I feel like we could be seeing some new faces in like the in the hunt, like in the hunt scenarios come December, shit like that. I feel like playoffs this year could get shaken up because the Browns losing was huge. Steelers taking that game was huge because the Browns win that game. The Browns are 2-0, Ravens are 2-0, both of the win over the 0-2 Bengals. So they might as well be 3-0 when it comes to division play. So that was a big win for the Steelers on Monday night. And the AFC East, I mean, it's Bills, and it's going to be Bills and Dolphins. I mean, the Jets look so terrible. The NFC West, the Rams, Nikki, your early season pick to take the NFC West at 9-1 might not be a terrible juice play. Might not. I mean, the only fact that they covered that last second field goal, they still covered. I mean, they hung in there with San Fran.
Yeah, first off, that was bullshit. I had the 49ers minus 7.5, but I do think the 49ers and the Eagles and the NFC are just going to be buzzsaws. And then I like the Bills.
Cowboys too. I mean, Cowboys too are looking pretty.
Yeah, they look really good.
Cowboys. I'm trying to think. You touched on the Steelers. That was completely unexpected. Commanders and Broncos, terrible.
That Hail Mary was fucking crazy though. I was watching with Sack too. My roommate Sack is a huge Redskins fan, and watching that Hail Mary because he was going as a non-gambler, like he was going, they're up by 10 or whatever with 4 minutes left. It's like, oh, what a big time win. And in my head, I'm like, I don't know, 4 minutes left. And that Hail Mary happened. I was like, oh boy, they don't get the 2-point conversion. Classic.
What do we think about the Cardinals covering 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, pesky, man. Pesky.
Whatever.
I mean, it's crazy how out of my mind they are as a football team. They're West Coast. They're terrible. Like I forget that they're like, I couldn't name you one player. What's even going on with Kyler Murray? Is he hurt or something? What's the deal with him?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he got hurt last season. He like tore his ACL, I think, at the end of the season, right? And then he's out for at least the first 4 weeks. They got Josh Dobbs in there, who looked awful week 1 and then came out and had a really good game last week.
Does Josh Dobbs have alopecia?
Josh Dobbs,
the shit where like you don't have any hair?
Yeah, no, probably. I don't think he has eyebrows, so yeah, that checks out.
Okay,
I thought he was just going for the Martian look at Tennessee, but yeah, good call, Conrad. Yeah, alopecia. and that's us talking Cardinals.
Sticking on NFL while we're on it.
He does, by the way. I just want to confirm that.
Looking at the slate this week, we got Giants 49ers tomorrow. That sounds like an awful game.
Could be sneaky, but yeah. What do you got for notable matchups this weekend before we get to college football?
Falcons Lions might not be a bad game.
They'll be good on the eyes. It'll be good on the eyes, that game.
Yeah, Falcons might be better than I thought they were. Let's see. Anything notable?
I mean, not really. When you look at it, it's like there's nothing screams, and nothing yet is a problem because it's so early in the season. We don't really know how teams are going to shake out. I mean, Steelers Raiders, obviously Sunday Night Football. I feel like Colts Ravens. That's always like a little bit of a clash of Baltimore Colts, now Indianapolis Colts, Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, Patriots Jets. That'll be a good one.
If
15 in a row would be nuts.
Are we going to put the final nail in the coffin if the Patriots start 0-3?
Well, I mean show some respect, Nikki. We should have a fan get punched in the face by a Dolphins fan and die at Gillette. So why don't you show some fucking respect? Number one. Number two.
Nail in the coffin.
Number two, yeah, fucking yeah. I didn't even realize that too. Fucking this guy in the top left. Also, 0-2, like, dude, here's my thing. It's like, I'm a fan, right? I gotta be a fan through tough times, through good, through bad, whatever. I just hate watching a quarterback that can't throw downfield. I know we don't have anybody for him, but like, I am so ready just to have a big time wide receiver, a decent run, like we have a good run game, a big time wide receiver, a decent O-line, and a guy who can throw the ball. If he's crazy and gets a lot of picks, whatever. Jameis Winston type, I don't care. I just want to see, I don't know, man. I love old school
some
football.
Shots or something.
Fuck. I love old school football, but fuck every fucking game. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just tough to watch.
It goes back to the conversation that we had. Like maybe Bill is past his prime. He's like the team that he builds does not respect wide receivers. Really, never has. I feel like you got lucky with Edelman, and you brought in Randy Moss. That was good, but like you've had is Matt Slater still on the team? Is he like 20 years in just playing
retired.
special teams?
No, he's retired.
He's a coach or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
but like Mac Jones isn't doing the Deion Branch and Troy Brown and those guys what Tom Brady did. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm at the point where it's like, do I want to abandon the Patriot way? I guess I do if I'm saying I want to have a Justin Jefferson type wide receiver and a guy who's just going to throw him the fucking ball. Like that's even if you go 10-7. Whatever, make a wild card. I mean, that's better than what we're doing now. I mean, last time I made a wild card, the Bills fucking shellaced us. So it's like, I don't know. I just want to see the league's moving to offense. I want to see offense. Whatever.
You gotta try something new. Obviously, it's not working. Today's game of football has changed. It's all throwing the ball now. So you gotta expand. You gotta adapt at this point.
The thing that's brutal is that they're in these games too against the Dolphins and Eagles, two very good teams. You're losing by a possession. Yeah. So it's like you're in the games doing what we're doing. Is it the right formula? I guess, but it's like fuck. I mean, it's gonna be a big game against the Jets. It's gonna be a big one. But I mean, to be honest with you, fellas, besides. I mean, fantasy, I want to last time I lost a fantasy football game was week 6 of last year. Fucking 12 in a row.
Damn.
Thank you. On a fucking roll. Creating a little bit of a dynasty over here. Not a big hang. But I mean, NFL, I didn't even I want to get to college football, fellas, because obviously I'm a big NFL guy, probably the only one out of these 3 right now, especially. But I'm definitely more NFL than college. But this weekend of college football, man. It's going to be a good one. And to be honest with you, I don't even growing up, I was heavy NFL, heavy. But now the past couple of years, with the Patriots not being as elite as they once were too, there's something about that Saturday college game day. I love a Saturday morning round of golf much more than a Sunday. I don't know. There's something about just in the air, Conrad, on Saturdays in the fall. And this fall, this weekend, we have a big one. A big one.
Huge weekend. Remember what I said earlier in the year? I said, wait until week 3, week 4. That's when the big matchups start coming into play. There's like 5 or 6 at least top 25 matchups this week. It is going to be a phenomenal Saturday for football.
And before we get to record updates, you did say on last week's episode to watch the underdogs covering the spread. Nikki as well. I know they're bad. They're not going to win. But will they cover? A lot of dogs, a lot of big dogs covered. USF against Bama covered with ease. BC covered with ease against Florida State. A lot of these big dogs. Yeah, a lot of these big dogs covered with ease last week. So good on you two for calling that out. Nikki, record, Conrad, record. What are we looking like?
Updated as of now, 130, 119, and 3. 252 bets through 3 weeks. Went 54-46 without watching a snap of football on Saturday.
I think you have to go live. You have to go live this Saturday morning when you're going through it. You have to go live on Nikki 6 picks.
Okay. I'll give out 100 picks on live to whoever wants to join. If there's 3 people, I'm giving you 100 picks. I don't care.
Let's announce it Friday. Let's announce it tomorrow night, Saturday morning. Pick a time, Nikki, 10:30, 11 or something. Let the big fella sleep in and hop on live. I got to see that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Love that.
What are we looking like? 23-9?
23-9.
Wow,
given
boys are cooking.
2 of those losses were ECU emotional picks.
Yeah.
So realistically, I mean, I'm not going to not count those losses, but just keep that in mind. If you're not betting those ECU picks, you're up even more. That's a 14-game difference. I am hot. And this is a huge week. Big matchups coming up.
Yeah, I mean, you drop another 6 and go 4-2 again and keep providing that separation. Word is going to spread. Word is going to spread. And I mean, for instance, right, so for matchups, fellas, if we go down the slate, noon, Nikki, what do you got? I'm looking at Florida State Clemson.
Oh, big. I'm all over that game.
Florida State.
I'm all over that.
Conrad, let me know what you're liking on this one. I mean, I thought Florida State coming into last week.
Nikki, game where it's at and spread, if you don't mind.
Fault.
Good, please, good sir.
Florida State at Clemson, noon game on ABC, and our
available in Deportes as well.
Our spread is Florida State -2.5.
Ooh, jumped up a little bit. It was
That
1.5 earlier in the
screams
week.
rat to me. That screams rat line.
Screams
Why is
Clemson.
Clemson? Why is it Clemson plus 2.5? Vegas wants you to think it's Clemson plus 2.5 at home. No
Really?
shot.
I think they
No.
want you
Dabo's
to take
dead.
Florida State.
No.
Number 4 team in the country, less than a field goal favorite, going to an unranked opponent. That's screaming take the favorite, Conrad. You're better than that.
That's just based on last week against BC. Last week was a look ahead game. I said it was either going to be
You could look at it from that way as well.
Look ahead games. Last week was a look ahead game. They had Clemson circled. It's always been a big matchup. These are the two top teams in the ACC. It's Florida State.
I think this weekend's the death of Dabo. I think we see Florida State put up 41 points and Clemson put up 17.
I literally said that to my roommate earlier. I said Dabo is dead. DED dead.
Yeah, I've got a Clemson alum at the office who told me when the line came out, just go ahead and put money on Florida State. I mean,
you could have got a 1.5.
We're talking about a team that was down 14-0 to Charleston Southern. Like if we think their offense works good against bad teams, it does not work well against good teams. Like their defense may be able to keep them in it. I don't think within a field goal. I think Florida State rolls here.
I also don't want, if Clemson wins, to Dabo's post-game presser. I mean, we're here, guys. We're here. Y'all count us out, and we're here. NIL, man. We're here. NIL with God. We're here.
Yeah, I hear you. Next notable game, Colorado at Oregon, 3:30. That game spread, give me a second.
Oregon minus 21.
Oof. Is that, I mean, that's just a reaction to Colorado State, correct?
Can I just say I can't believe I didn't put Colorado State on my card last week. That was the easiest bet of all time. I don't know how I missed that. That was literally the easiest bet of all time. That 21 points, it's a lot. Travis Hunter's out. He's a big part of their offense. I don't know. I'm gonna have to hear about that backup and how they're gonna game plan without Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Nikki, I know you got something on this, but I just want to say, I think what Colorado did to themselves. Huge prime guy, love what he's doing, love Colorado, but he did. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. No matter, I love Brady, but he fucks up on a couple things here and there. I love Prime, but as a coach, I don't think you allow your players to get that emotionally invested in an in-state game against a team that's a 24-point underdog. If Colorado State's a ranked opponent, I get it or whatever, but to allow your team to get that invested into the game and that emotional of a win for squeaking out a double overtime win against, and to go now and play Oregon and to get even higher than you just were the previous weekend, I feel like you can't have your players pop your cherry there. I mean, it was awesome to see like the chippiness of that game and everything, and I loved it. But I'm just saying, from Colorado's perspective, you might have blew your load too early, and you might be walking into a buzzsaw at Eugene.
I'm on the complete opposite side of you here, John. I think that as Prime, you have to do that. There was no expectation. Like we said, week 0, their season total was 3.5. Nobody expected them to come out this hot, and he has to make it personal so that they don't overlook Colorado State. And I still think they did. So,
yeah, I see what you're saying with that. But I mean, my whole thing is, yeah, I know. I mean, I guess, I don't know. It's out west. I don't really know if it's even that big of a rivalry, but the only thing I know is that you got bigger fish to fry. It's like, yeah, nobody expected you guys to win more than 3.5 games this year, according to Vegas, but you already got 2 down, going for 3 in that game. You don't want to look ahead. You don't want to look ahead to Oregon, but at the same point in time, it's like, yeah, you guys just squeaked out a victory against a 24-point team you were favored against. Now you got to go do it to a team that you're a 21-point underdog against. And it's like, I don't know. I just hope they have enough in the tank, because no Travis Hunter, they could get mollywopped, or like, I mean, I don't know. That's the one thing that's throwing it off. I think if they have Travis Hunter, I think it's a close game. Who knows what's going to happen? But now it's going to be, can they ride that emotion from Colorado State into a huge game against Oregon? This would shake the Pac-12 up like you wouldn't believe if Colorado could win.
Yeah, I mean, just like last week, it's an in-state rivalry game. Like, no matter how you cut it, there's always going to be Jesus Christ, those are always going to be emotional. You can't overlook it, and Travis Hunter was out early too, so that's the other tough thing. It's They didn't have time to game plan without him. I mean, he plays every fucking snap. I have to look more into it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Oregon steamrolls here. 21 is a lot of points, though. There's still some good players on Colorado. 21's a lot.
Agreed.
It's a lot. It's a lot of points. It's a lot of action. I do think Brown will get the boys into shape, but just the no Travis Hunter now. It's just like that might be detrimental. I don't know. Nikki, what else we got for 3:30?
3:30, we've got UCLA at Utah. This one is a 4.5-point home favorite for Utah. Not a night game. If it was a night game, I think I'm taking
Utah and Mollywop. Yeah, if it was a night game, yep.
What
time is it at? 3:30? Still 3:30 slate. This 3:30 slate is gonna be jam packed on Saturday. It's gonna be fucking jam packed. I think just Utah. I think Utah is gonna be a sneaky good team this year. I think they're not gonna be sneaky. I think they're gonna go under. I think they're gonna win a lot of fucking games. They might go undefeated to the Pac-12 championship game. I think this Utah team, Cam Rising, has he been playing, Nikki? Do we know?
No, he has not. It's been the backup. He's supposed to be coming back at some point. I don't know.
So they got that. The fact that they still have that in the
backup
holster
is doing this, yeah.
And Utah at home's a different animal. They ground and pound. I think Utah rolls in that matchup.
That'll be a good game for sure.
UCLA is a pretty good quarterback, though, right?
Yes. I don't know his name is, but yeah.
Their starter, I think, went to the NFL last year. I forget what his name was. It had like a hyphenated name. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll pull
Dante Moore is a freshman starter.
Yeah, so I guess last year, you're right, Nikki. Last year they had that electric quarterback.
It was like Dorian Thompson or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I think you're on the right path. But yeah, I think Utah rolls, especially UCLA, the freshman quarterback on the road. Give me Utah.
All right.
What else we got, big fella?
Next up, still 3:30. Ole Miss at Alabama.
Another huge. This in the Clemson game. This in the Clemson game. Yeah, this in the Clemson game, Conrad, is going to be. Is it going to be the passing of the flag of the torch, turn of the tide, or is it going to be Saban and Dabo saying we're still here? That's what we got on Saturday. It's early in the season, but that's what we have.
We've got Bama. The line just updated on my book to Alabama -7. I don't know that I can take Alabama -7 again and watch them play offense.
Their quarterback is fucking terrible.
I think they're
going back to Milroe. They're going back to Milroe, the guy they started the season with, which isn't an upgrade, really, to be honest with you. But
over under in this game's 55.5. What do we think about that?
I don't even like that. I don't even like that over. My thing is Saban beats up on his assistants. He's known for beating up on his assistants, just like Belichick. But they're not just like Belichick. He's not undefeated against them. He has lost. I think Lane Kiffin wants a piece of that ass. I think Ole Miss plus a touchdown there is the right.
That'll be a good game. That'll be a good game.
I think you want the points in that game. I don't think you want Bama laying a touchdown when it's a bloodbath in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got I'm just going to call out a couple teams that I hate. Maryland at Michigan State. Maryland favored by a touchdown and a half or 7.5. Hate that. Boston College at Louisville. Boston College will probably win that game outright because Louisville is frauds always. And then next ranked matchup, or do we want to stop and give out ECU with possibly their only win of the season?
What's the line against Rice? Oh, Gardner Webb. That's who we're playing.
Yeah, we're playing Gardner Webb.
Who probably lose.
What's the line? What's the line? What's the line against Gardner Webb? I could give a fuck though.
Hold on.
I don't even have it on.
Imagine going to that game on college. What time's the game at, Nick? Do you know?
It's a 6 p.m. kickoff at home.
What? Yeah, imagine that's the 6 p.m. game we get. Gardner fucking Webb.
What the fuck?
There's no chance in hell.
6 p.m. game our whole career at college, and they get one. What the fuck?
And also, there's no chance in hell if I'm at a sports bar in Greenville watching those 3:30 games end, and I'm fucking walking to a stadium to tailgate and then walk into a stadium and fucking watch that shit show and miss all those 3:30 games. Hell
yeah, walking just to watch them play Gardner Webb. It's the ugliest matchup ever.
I've got on a random book ECU -4.5. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's
not even a touchdown. We fucking suck. What's the fucking next ranked matchup you got, Nikki?
Next ranked matchup is Oregon State at Washington State. 7
Good
p.m.
game. Good
Let
game
me
there.
find
Take
the
the
spread.
up and over from me over here on that game. Washington State, Oregon State. Just have some Pac-12 fun. Take the up and over.
Oregon State -3 on the road at Washington State, under over 58.5.
Yeah, it's a fun over. Take it.
Yeah. DJ, the resurgence of DJ at Oregon State, I think that just shows that Clemson either just didn't give him the confidence or just wasn't calling the plays for him.
Yeah. He does look good in that Oregon State black and orange too.
Yeah, he does.
Let's see any other notable matchups.
I think there's a couple more.
Oh, hold on. Ohio State at Notre Dame.
This one. Yeah, this is the one I've been looking forward to all week.
Here we go.
7:30 kick will be on NBC.
Ohio State -3.
Notre Dame.
Love Notre Dame. Love Notre Dame. And a fun fact for you fellas, Notre Dame is the only sports program, some Southern program instead of program, only sports program to be every single game they've ever played has been on national TV. Look it up.
Say that again.
Notre Dame's the only team to have every single one of their games broadcast on national TV.
Are you talking about this year?
No, like ever.
That's simply not true.
Yeah, what happened when they didn't have since they started broadcasting TVs?
Yes,
they have had every.
It wasn't 1921 when they had fucking Newt Rockney. Fucking those games weren't. But ever since TV came into play,
that is true. They picked them to be that.
Isn't that crazy? Notre Dame is in every single game on national TV. So when they're playing Central Michigan on Saturday, it's on NBC national TV. In this game, let me tell you, I fucking obviously you look at me, I look like a huge Irish fan, but Irish football, Notre Dame football, not really. Maybe in the USC days when they had that rivalry in the 2000s, I hated USC, sure, but I can't stand them. Every single year they're brought up. They're like this. Let's turn this girl. It's a 4. Throw her some makeup. She's a 10. No, you're not. You're going to get exposed. Every fucking year they do. But this year's different, fellas. I don't know if you're seeing it, but I'm seeing it. I think Notre Dame could be dangerous in the postseason this year.
Sam Hartman, dude, he is playing out of his mind.
Notre Dame's basically given 6 points. So the home team should be -3. So they're +3. It's a 6-point swing. I love the points with Notre Dame. Love them.
Sam Hartman, Heisman odds +850. I think if you can
under 1,000, it's crazy.
What did I give him out at? Where are my notes? +1,200, +1,400.
Yeah, it was a lot more than that. I know that was a lot more than 850.
I think if he beats Ohio State, that really boosts him in the standings. And then we've got
that's one game we have to get up for, Nikki. We have to get up for that game. Notre Dame, Ohio State. That game's gonna be nuts. I mean, what do you think, big fella? I think Conrad's gonna hold his pick for the video, but what do you think, big dog?
I'm with you. I really do like Notre Dame. Money line doesn't give you much juice at +135, and the over under at 55.5. I see this being an under. I see this.
I think if you take Notre Dame, you take the under as well too.
Yeah.
Because if Ohio State goes crazy, that I don't want that game. I don't want that over. I don't want to see Notre Dame or Ohio State put up 14 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the running clock now. I took a lot of unders last week, and hit on a lot of them. So I like under 55.5.
I also said that.
And let's see.
What's the next one you got?
Next one's also at 7:30, competing in the same time slot.
Do we have another one after this too, Nick, or is this the last big one you think of the day?
This is the last ranked matchup, but it's all interconference play.
Yeah, last ranked, but there's a couple more, I guess, notable games that we can throw out there. Iowa at Penn State, 7:30, same time as the Ohio State game. Be flip-flopping back and forth on these two. Let me get the line. Hold on 1 second.
By the way, that Iowa team total under got smashed last weekend, Nikki.
Yeah.
Dropped 41.
Okay, listen. We're 2-1 on the under. They played a horrific team in Western Michigan. The line on the under over in this game is 40. I think
Big Ten
it's
football.
another under.
Yeah, remember when they played Conrad 4-3 a couple of years ago?
Yeah, the final score was
And it
like
was
13-7 or something.
Yeah, and
It
I
was
remember
stupid.
the over under was like 40 in that game too. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a Big Ten. Pac-12, you take some fun overs. Big Ten, you take some fun unders. This could probably be one of them too.
I
Is that
like
Happy Valley?
Happy Valley, Iowa. I've got them at plus 14.5 on the road. I like that.
I like Penn State, to be honest with you. I think Penn State smashes them.
But so you don't like the under?
I like the under, and I think Penn State smashes them 27-10 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Get a little frisky.
I like that. That's a little too
Couple
close.
missed field goals.
Yeah, riding the line on that
I'd
one.
I'd like to see Iowa make it close, but I just don't. Putting the gambling hat on, I just don't see it. If they get down early, see ya.
Yeah, they are tough to watch on offense.
How far are you from Penn State, Conrad, and Philly?
Probably 4 hours from here. It's in the middle of fucking. It's really in the middle of the state. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, sheesh.
It's in a valley in the middle of the state. Just a bunch
I
of
guess
picks.
so.
Let's see.
If you got notable one, drop it.
You want some more notable matchups? I'll just run through them real quick. Auburn, Texas A&M. Texas A&M at home, weighing 7.5. Virginia Tech, Marshall. That's just going to be a good game to watch. They don't like each other. That's like, I mean, it's just going to be a good game to watch.
That's awful.
Texas Tech, West Virginia, Big 12 matchup. Texas Tech favored by 6.
Sure. This is after the 7:30 games.
No, these are just going down. That's a 3:30 game again.
Is there a notable late nighter for the people? Is what I'm thinking.
No,
we've got. I mean, Washington
Cal, USC, Arizona.
USC we may or may not be reaching, but either way, we just ran through like 6 or 7 games that are ranked. They're gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be a jam-packed Saturday. You better wear your drinking pants because it's gonna be full slate.
It's gonna be a big one, fellas. And I think this is where college football takes our hearts, and NFL later on the season takes our money. That's how it goes. College football gives it to us right now. Come November, college football, you have like Alabama playing Tucson University in the random game in November. That's when the NFL is full steam ahead. You know what these teams are, you know what they aren't. College football right now, it's a great time to get invested. Then you got NFL picking up steam on your Sunday, kind of bring you back down. But this college football Saturday is going to be one where you better have some action out there. Not me, but you have some action out there. Get into the game, get the pitchers, get the wings going, get the hand stomping on the table going. This is that type of Saturday. The Sunday is the bring down NFL football, 30-point games, over-unders are low. Relax, enjoy your Sunday. That's this kind of weekend, Conrad.
100%. Couldn't agree more. Saturday, full mayhem, full chaos. Root for points. I mean, there's 100 games on this list. It's going to be phenomenal. Tail the kid, then get the wings, then get the pitchers, lock in, tail Conrad's corner.
He has been on point. He has been on point with his video uploads early in the morning on Saturday. Nikki, can we get a confirmation you'll be going live Saturday morning?
Confirmation live Saturday morning, 100%. It may be an hour long with how long it's going to take me to place all these bets, but I'll give you my opinion on whatever I feel like. We do have notable matchup. I skipped over Absolute Toilet Bowl, 3:30 New Mexico at UMass.
Like it's gonna be electric. What's the line?
No. Well, okay. Line is UMass minus 3.5 at home under over 49. I will be given multiple picks on every single game, that game included. That might be a hammer play. Tune in live.
It's gonna be a good weekend, boys. It's gonna be a good weekend. I thought it was a great epi, great open. Way to get into this episode, boys. I got my juices flowing. I'm sweating over here. I don't know if it's because of the fucking nightlight going beaming on my face or what. And before we let you go into the week and to enjoy the weekend, tuna update. This fucking guy, the only time I hear from him now is when he's in Charlotte. That's the only time I hear from him is a random like Monday night. He was in town for the Panthers game. I get a call like 10:30. Hey, yeah, you know where a good strip club is? Dude, come out with us. Fucking 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I need to get breakfast with my brother. Where should I go? I'm like, motherfucker, download Yelp or fucking don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's classic. Just hits you up when he needs something from you. Where's the strip club? Where's the restaurants? Never hits you up on his way in, only on the way out. It's a scumbag.
What's the update on Turb? I mean,
Turb will be going. Turb will be going.
Dead.
Turb will be going to Hilton Head this weekend to get the mic.
Wow.
So his dad has to bring the mic. We have to put faith in that. We have to put faith in Turb grabbing the mic, bringing it back to the house safely, hopping on next week. Tell you what, next week is it's a big week. So we got something good going right now. We got some momentum. I mean, if this was what's it when a dude dates multiple chicks, polygamy.
Polyamory.
Right now we're in a polyamory relationship. Is that really it? Polyamory?
It's polyamory. Right. We're in
polygamy.
I mean, polygamy is multiple marriages.
Why am I thinking of polygon? I know it's not polygon. I'm thinking of that. I don't know.
No, it's polyamory.
I know. Relationship. Polyamory sounds like a rock. But anyway, we have a Mormon relationship going on right now. And sometimes when the fourth wife gets added in, does she get along with the rest of the wives? Can she just hop right into this momentum we have going? Wow. I don't know. I don't know.
Is Turb a diva?
Yes. If you're joining week 5, the cold open is 30 minutes of absolute shit talk on why you're joining.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. If Turb does everything he needs to do and is on with us to make his debut at week 5, you bitches better turn in because it is gonna be.
It's fireworks. A firing squad.
I'm going right at jugular. I'm going right at jugulars too. And I know Conrad will be, and I know Nick will have some sudden stiff comments in the background. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Boys, I thought that was a great episode. Anything else you guys got to add, or are we closing out? I thought that was awesome.
One comment in closing, just something that we've been sharing back and forth in the group chat. Ever since Conrad's Roman Empire statement on Epi 2, we have seen a viral sensation. I'm not going to say we started it, but everyone's talking about the Roman Empire.
I'm a line mover, a fucking vibe setter, dude. I'm a fashion I am him. Everyone's going off of that. Listen, I did say at first, but that it was fake. I'm just telling you, it wasn't 1,000 years, but I did just watch the Eagle. You guys ever see the Eagle?
I've seen it. I've never clicked into it.
No. I was just rolling at work on Netflix, just watching a movie at work today. It just got me thinking. I'm like, there's no way that this shit lasted for this long, dude. There's no fucking way. How do these people whatever? I mean,
by the way, Conrad,
be a sheep if you want. Be a sheep if you want.
By the way, Conrad dropping vibe setter from earlier in the episode, both with his mouth and his hands, as we know. Dude, but yeah, I am so pissed at myself that I didn't drop a snippet like right after that episode to get in front of that, because now everyone's like, oh, you're hopping on the bandwagon, motherfucker. We started the horses, you guys just hopped on. I thought that was hilarious timing. That was so. He's watching the Eagle today, going, it didn't last this long. Oh, it's so good. I do have a bunch of good ones that I'm getting riled up. Faithful. I'm gonna drop all in like a week span. Like each day, I'll have a clip from one of these episodes, get the people going, and then from then on, I will have a weekly clip to throw out there on the Instagram, bring you guys into it. We'll be on YouTube. We'll be on Spotify again this week. What comes after 3, Nikki?
4.
Conrad, 3 + 1.
4.
And that's back to back episodes, weeks. We are staying hot. Faithful. We're staying consistent. Fellas, that was a great episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. That's Epi 4 Cuatro for our Spanish-speaking listeners of the Liver Podcast 2023 season. Thank you for tuning in. Yay.